April. You can start whenever you're ready.
How's everybody doing? Quite a good end of the month for sure. It's a really good one. So do you want to congratulate everybody or?
Well, yeah, and I'll, if anyone hops on, it was funny. The end of the month can only be good if you start working in the beginning of the month. I mean, that's just the nature of the business. It's how it works. And it was kind of funny. It's been a while since I was up to 1:30 in the morning with business, and Steve Irvin on the bat phone, just making sure things went through and everything showed up and processed. And, Steve's my buddy at the company. He's my go-to guy when things get messed up or something doesn't go smooth. He's my guy, so, Steve and Dave Fleming were the ones that brought us over. It was, Steve kind of worked for Dave, and then Dave left and Steve's still there. So it was great. It was fun. And what I want you to do tonight, I want you to commit to yourself that you're going to be up to midnight with LifeVantage business on October 31st, not just throwing candy to kids, okay, on October 31st, but you're going to be up to midnight because your team is going to have business going on, and you're going to be looking to get those very last orders in and rank advancements in. I'm telling you, in this business, you ain't lived until you have experienced the rush of an end of a pay period, okay, where and you've heard, and I haven't said this in a while, but I know you've heard me say this before. You can never plan on it. And here's what I mean. If you start working today and tomorrow, and you have a bunch of people on tomorrow night's launch, and you start doing business in the beginning of the month, you can go all in at the end of the month, but you can never exactly plan. And this is what I mean. Every time another order goes in and volume goes up, it opens up new doors for other opportunities. Other things can happen. Okay, so as orders are piling up at the end of the month, you all of a sudden, we may only have 5 hours left, and somebody's line under somebody's line did 1,000 or 2,000 in business, and somebody 3 levels up can have a chance to advance. And they didn't even know it was going on. You know what I mean? Like, they didn't know their downline had activity going on because it was a few levels down. And all of a sudden, let's say maybe they're sitting there the last day of the month with 7,000 in volume. And all of a sudden they look and it's 9,000 because 3 levels down, somebody did some business. Now they're only 1,000 away from Pro 4, and they only got 5 hours left. And all of a sudden they decide to get serious. Okay. You can never, and then that person does it. And then the person above the Pro 4 is like, what the heck? I looked yesterday and it was this number, and now a couple hours later, it's this number. You need to experience it, folks. I'm telling you, it's like winning the freaking lottery. I'm telling you, it's like winning the lottery. It's the coolest feeling in the world when you hit refresh and thousands of new volume points are coming in every time you hit refresh on your computer. And you know the end of the month, like we know the computer system now, you know when they get busy because everything doesn't post right away, it gets slow. And that's where corporate comes in. They can see it before you and I can see it. Like, they can see it before it's in our back office. So sometimes we're trying to do something and we don't know for sure that it went through because we didn't see the name yet. We didn't see the volume yet. We didn't see it. So they're saying, yeah, it's in. And that's what Steve Irvin was doing. And it was fun. So I want everybody to promise themselves that the end of this month, screw Halloween, and nobody needs candy anyway. And shame on you if you give your kids candy because they're putting fentanyl in it now. We don't need fentanyl. razzles going to our kids. Okay, so just skip the Halloween candy this year. Give them a present if you're going to do something. Give them a
Yeah,
toy.
give them money. So, so congrats to Jaya, because she was one of the ones that was up really late, running late at night, Pro 5, super
I
excited.
think Jaya passed out on me. I think at some point
We all
on the
did.
phone, she's like, Bob, you finished, I'm done.
So, congratulations, Jaya. We're so proud
Jaya,
of you.
I am so proud of you. I am so proud of you. You know, we were on the phone. We spent more time on the phone Friday night than we had in a year. You know, just going over stuff. But wasn't it fun? Until you passed out, it was fun, right? It was like,
She's had
I'm
a very
telling Jaya,
busy-
and then is Catalina on here? I don't see
I
her.
don't see
You know,
her.
Catalina is
Plus, I
Jaya's friend,
that night. I couldn't sleep.
and she made Pro 4. And just so you understand this, folks, because some of you were all different ranks, okay? Catalina's been in the business 73 days. And she hit Pro 4 on Friday, okay? So she don't know what she's doing. She's a good doctor and she's got a lot of contacts, okay? But she's not familiar with this system. Jaya helps her a lot and April helps her a lot. They're the two people she goes to all the time. But I'm telling you, you can do a lot of business fast in this business. I was looking today, matter of fact, just a couple hours ago, Catalina Grija has 73 people under her in 73 days. 73 people in 73 days. Jaya, you got a good one. You got a good one. Go get a couple more of them. So April, go ahead. I'm sorry, I didn't mean.
So
I didn't
yeah,
mean
no.
to
So yeah, congratulations. You know, two things come to mind for all of us. You know, obviously, you know, Jay and Catalina are extraordinaire. They played a different level than most of us. But two things will make you build your business. And I always think back to really what Bobby and I do. You know, there's not a part of my day when I talk to somebody or if I go play tennis or make arrangements for a happy hour that I'm not looking for people to do my business. I'm always looking for people. And some people are going to do it faster. And so, you know, I was talking to Bobby about this before. I'm not a baseball person. And I was asking him every once in a while, just because it comes up with guys in particular, they want to talk sports. And I do not follow sports the way my husband does, but through osmosis of 3 boys and a husband, you know, I do know enough to be dangerous. Let's put it that way. So I knew the Mets were coming close to something, and you know they were running for first place, although they didn't make it. They didn't come in first place, but they still have playoffs and everything else. You know, and that always, to me, because they've been so hot all season, always comes down to the same thing with us. It's where you're going to finish. So are you looking to finish the month? And I see this with tennis all the time too. It's just people get it in their mind that if maybe I just get people on tomorrow night's webinar, some kind of magic's going to happen, that I'm not going to have to do follow-up. Or maybe my goal is to get one person on, and I'm not really thinking that they're going to sign up. They're really, you know, my whole goal is to get them on the webinar, where it really, you know, you have to have the goal, the ultimate goal for yourself. It has to be on your mind to be successful. And so when I think of, you know, Jaya and Catalina, you know, not everybody is great for this business. Not everybody's going to be a good fit for this business, but anybody can do this business. And so when you look for people that you want to be in business with you, don't just take anybody. Not everybody's going to be good for you. They may just bring you down. You've heard more recently people talk about, you know, you surround yourself, the 5 people that surround yourself is the level you play at. So if you surround yourself with 5 low-level players, you become a low-level player because you compete with what you're surrounding yourself with. If you step your game up and you compete with people that are competing, then your game is naturally risen. And it's not even, it's just by osmosis that happens. It just happens by the people because of the way they talk, the belief that they're going to get it done. So, you know, the way that we can speed up, and this is my whole message, and I want you to think about this, the way that you can speed up your business is by getting around some people that have a lot of contacts. Spend your time, even if it takes a while. And this goes back to, you think about our original doctor story, not to bore you all, and you all know the story. Spent us 4 months getting that guy involved in the business. But why did we want doctors? And that's what it goes back to. It could be anybody that has, I know Bobby's talking to a personal trainer that, I don't know, 125 clients a month or something.
Personal, yeah,
Personal,
one-on-one
okay.
clients a month.
Yeah.
And they're all from that wealthy area of Pompano Beach and Boca, Florida. So they're high-paying clients.
Okay, so when you focus on people, the people that you want to spend your time with are the people that have contacts. And that's who you need to look at so that they can help you build your business. And with our economy going on and what's going on, people are looking, it's become very in to have multiple streams of income again. And this is becoming, the thing that you're gonna have to maybe struggle a little bit, although it's overcoming that, is people really don't understand our industry. And so, if they say, oh, is that network marketing or something, you really need to ask them, what do you know about network marketing? Any business person, if you took the time to really explain what we do now and not the front loading of previous years and heavy qualifiers and offices and all this overhead, if you really took the beauty of our business today, there's not a person out there that's not going to want it. But we need to look for the people, even if you don't know them. So, I go back to her and, I've got, Bobby knows, I'll tell him who I'm going to play tennis with. I try to be around certain people and stuff, people that know a lot of people, because I want to accelerate my business. I want somebody that's going to be a connector for me. And that's what we need to look at this business because, or networker, we're really looking for networkers. So even if you go to a woman's group or you go to a networking event, you need to look for the person that decides where everybody's going to go to eat, or just makes decisions on when you're going to meet again, or seems to know everybody in the room. That's the person you want to get friendly with. And you don't need a whole lot of those people to build your business because, just like Catalina and Jaya, they will keep you busy. But you need to just spend some time with them and get a few of the right people. Like I said, it took us 4 months to get that first person. And the only reason, and anybody, I guess had we known a little bit more, we might have not have done it, but we just thought they saw more, they knew more people, doctors did, because they did, they had patients, and even a minimum amount would be 35 people or patients they saw a day, but then they did rounds, they had CME credits in person, they did a lot of things where they were constantly around people. So, like the trainer that Bobby's talking to, or anybody that, it doesn't need to be a profession, but you want somebody that's around a lot of people so that they can help you network into these different groups. And you just never know where it's going to take. So you got to start with what you've got and ask for the referrals. We keep talking about this. You can ask for a product referral, but you can ask for a business referral too. Do you know anyone that needs to make money, anybody that wants to make money? And we're going back to the old days, the way we kind of used to talk. We're going to third party this, or actually leave out the person we're talking to and say, who do you know that might be interested? Don't ask them, are you interested in opportunity? But who do you know? Who do you know? And just by excluding people, you have them raise their hand. And I would say that to the person I really want. I'd say, who do you know that might want to, build some, ancillary income or income on the side? And by doing that, you will start to see the people that you want to build, and not just take anybody or somebody that's just doing product. Even with product, you got to ask for your referrals. And when you get that referral, you got to see if they want to build a business as well. You can't just assume it's going to be product. That's the whole value of a product-driven company. We sell the product, but we very much have to follow up with, who do you know who else wants this product? Who do you know who else wants to build a business? So that's the way that we're going to speed up our businesses, is by getting people that are so-called networkers, people that are well connected, whether they've been in our industry or not. That's what's going to make our businesses grow that much faster.
Let me share a couple other thoughts with you. And again, I mean this from bottom of my heart. I want you to reset your mind for October and change everything about the way you've been thinking. Because this company, even though we were back ordered on collagen and they weren't truthful with us with how long it was going to take and all those shenanigans that went on, the business is exploding. Okay. In spite of the business is exploding. And I was sharing this with another elite today. I said, you got to have the mindset that I'm going to do this in spite of everything. Okay. I am going to do this. One of the things April and I made the decision about a month ago when things did go back ordered, we were never going to get caught without collagen again. And we stocked up on it. Okay. And let me tell you what that happened, just the benefit of that in the last couple of days. Okay. If you can afford to stock up on collagen, do it. Okay. We just bought another year's supply on top of what we had. We had stocked up about 6 months. But let me tell you what happened. I had a customer that is very interested. Okay. Everything happened on Friday. Friday, just everything went wild because it's the end of the month and you worked it. So I had this lady reach out to me and she just decided she was going to start with 3 months worth. Okay. And if she gets results after she's seen 1 million people get results, okay, that she would sell it, she could sell a lot of it. And I'm saying, okay, great. This is great. But I didn't want that person waiting for 2 weeks to get that 3-month supply. So I took a box of 10-day supply of my own and sent it to her. So she got it today. And now when the company gets it there. Now, look, I'm just being honest with you. I looked at my commissions on 3 months supply and I didn't charge her for the 10 bottles I sent her. Okay. I figured it's a contribution I'm giving back and speeding up the process. Okay. And then this trainer April was talking about, this conversation started on Labor Day weekend when we were at the beach for the weekend. Okay. And then he ghosted me for a while. He kind of disappeared. So I just made sure he kept seeing the before and after pictures. And last night he texted me and here was his concern. Get this one. Okay. I know it makes people look 10, 20 years younger. That's obvious. Okay. He started the text with that. He said, but I want to know if it works on the inside too. My clientele is 60, 65 and older, and they would be more concerned about what's going on the inside, meaning joint pain, knee pain, that kind of stuff. And I'm like, and you think they're not concerned with how they look on the outside? Do you really think that at 60 or 65 years old, I'm 62, okay? Do you really think that they stopped caring? I said, but I do understand where you're coming from. He says, well, understand, I'm their trainer and they're going to do anything I tell them to do. I said, I get that. I said, but you and I met because one of your clients looks 15 years younger than she did the last time you saw her. So don't forget how this conversation started. He saw a friend of mine that he hadn't seen in 90 days. And for about 75 of those days, she had been on the collagen. And he's like, what the heck happened? Did you get a facelift? You look freaking awesome. And I'm saying, so don't forget what brought you to the dance, But again, he texts last night. He says, my wife wants to get on this like right away. Well, we had it in stock and I just sent it to him today and he'll have it tomorrow. If you can afford, okay, and I know Jaya does this and Kenneth does this and some people can. If you can afford to keep 3, 4, 5 months of collagen in stock, do it. Okay, it's going to speed up your business so fast. I'm hoping they get a grip on it in the next month or two where it goes, how most of the products are 3 to 5 days, that we've always gotten it in 3 to 5 days. I know one of their warehouses is in Georgia. And sometimes we get it in 2 days, the fulfillment center from there. But obviously the collagen is selling so much. And I can only imagine what they sold on Friday. I can't even begin to think about what happened on Friday with the collagen. But think about this, okay? Reset your mind into, I am going to be a business owner. I'm going to be in control. I'm going to make things happen. And I'm telling you, start taking responsibility for your own business and watch and see what happens. Kenneth was up to midnight with us also on Friday because he was already a qualified Pro 5, but you got to do it 3 times to go to the Pro 5 Summit, where the company flies you into Park City and pays for training and wines and dines you and spoils you and gives you, special treatment. So he was looking to hit it again. Now he's got to hit it one more time and he can go to Park City on the company's dime. So, look, I know these are just stories. I know some of the people some of the people you don't know, but I want you to understand something. Something big is getting ready to happen. And I'd like to see you all in for when it does so that you and your team get the most out of it. I remember when we came here in the end of this month, actually in a couple of weeks, it'll be 5 years, okay, that we're with LifeVantage. And I remember hearing the stories of what happened when Pro-Tandem got, lit on fire for the company. It went berserk back in 10, 11, 12. And that same thing is happening again with collagen, with activation. See, the activation has now gone into a collagen product that nobody else in the world has. Just like nobody else in the world's got NAD and the Pro-Tandem, Nerf 1, Nerf 2. Well, nobody in the world's got collagen, activated liquid collagen like we do. And I'm telling you, that same crazy growth is getting ready to happen. I don't know if you guys know Tara Wilson personally or not, but April and I have gotten very, very close with Tara over our time here with the company. And she's a brand new Pro 10. She hit Pro 10 a couple days ago, a couple days before the end of the volume month. And I want to give you an idea of what's possible. Tara's business, okay, in September, they added 2,000 new people. Write that down. 2,000 new people joined her business worldwide. And get this one. You think all these girls, all they're doing selling products to their neighbors and friends and stuff. Here's her breakdown. 1,023 were new customers and 984 were new distributors. It's 50-50. Half customers, half distributors. And 684 of her teammates for the month rank advanced. So that is what can happen in this business, okay? So I want you thinking bigger so you can be bigger, okay? You never know who the next person knows, okay? Jay is on the call here, and I know we already acknowledged her. And hey, Zuma, I just want to acknowledge you. You were up to midnight also on Friday, and Siri made Pro 4, and I know you had a lot to do with that, so congratulations on that. But think about this, folks, okay? Jay's business 71 days ago, okay, was a Pro 3 business, doing about 6,000-7,000 a month in business. And 60 days later, okay, she is a Pro 5, did 20,000 in business. Her business tripled in 60 days. See, that's what can happen in this business, okay? All you need to do, and you say, well, I don't know people like that. Yeah, but they might. Let me tell you what just happened to Kenneth. He's not on here. I was going to let him tell the story. Kenneth plays with a lot of technology. He doesn't do anything like the way you and I do things, okay? He just likes to play with technology. Do you know LifeVantage has a board? Okay. And do you know a board member was making a donation to Florida, okay, through Legacy, the Legacy program. And Kenneth sent that person a message and said, that person did it through Kenneth's website. And Kenneth sent that person a message asking if they'd be interested in being a distributor. And that person is the top board member in the world for LifeVantage. He's the main guy on LifeVantage. He says, I would, but I'm on the board. I can't. And he was going back and forth texting. Now, why do I share that with you? You never know who somebody knows. You never know where somebody's going to come from. You never know who's going to light the woods on fire. You never know. It doesn't need to be a person you know, but you got to get to the next person so we can see who they know. And then we got to get to their people to see who they know. It could be for April and I in our career, it always seemed to be the third or fourth levels where they came in. It just kind of just seemed to happen that way, you know? So go ahead, April.
Yeah, so, what comes to mind to me is, and it's a shame Jay is not on here right now. I guess she had to leave, but I wonder how much follow-up.
She's got a lot of family in from India and Boston in her house right now.
Yeah. I wonder how much follow-up Jaya did with Catalina, because I know she knew Catalina prior to this business, which means she's known Catalina for at least the last 4.5, 5 years, because Jaya got involved right at the beginning. So that's true follow-up. You can get anybody at any time if you are consistent with your message. Doesn't matter how big the fish is or who you think they are, you can get them if you're consistently saying the same message and talking to those same people. Because we all have times where we're so busy, we can't listen. They're a good friend, we know them, they're polite to us. But again, it's everything is timing with our business. And so, the fact that she was consistently following up with that person and staying in contact with that person allowed her to get this person. And we all know, if we did homework tonight, I bet 2 to 3 people who are influencers, who can decide where you all are going to dinner. I don't care if it's your running club, if it's whatever it might be, your whatever club, sewing club, somebody ultimately decides where we're going for lunch, when we're meeting. That's the person you want to help speed up your business, because that person knows a lot of people. You can just hear that the way that they talk, they make decisions, they know people. We all know 2 to 3 of those people that they're influencers, they're world changers. They're just people that love people.
And what happens with those people, folks, in case you haven't experienced it, those people, the reason it explodes when you get one is because people like them or their warm market. See, you've heard the saying, birds of a feather flock together. Well, there's a lot of truth to that. And influential people a lot of times know a lot of other influential people. And all of a sudden, one person can turn into 100 or 1,000 in a month, and you don't even know what the heck happened. Well, they just went to their warm market, and their warm market just happened to be a market of influencers. That was who they hung out with. So, but talk about tomorrow, April, if you don't mind.
Oh yeah, so tomorrow again, this is our launch is going to be the Tri-Synergizer, all pro tandem. We will mention a little of the collagen, but this is great for all your customers. If you've got collagen customers that really don't know about pro tandem, I do. I have quite a few that just don't get it. In fact, I have one distributor that's still selling Protandim, and I'm like, switch to collagen. It has been a much easier thing to get people on collagen. So, this would be an opportunity for them to really understand, every time I see that word activation, outside of our group, people have no idea what activation is. They don't know what we're talking about. So again, we still have to be conscious of the words that we use. But this could be life-changing products for them. They just don't know about it. I was on the phone again earlier today. People, they think they know a lot about health, and then you just say, hey, this is very much like Gatorade or the Apple computer or something. The average people don't know about this science that we know about for decades. So it's going to be important that you get customers, get people that you've been talking to. It's another event. That's all that I use is events to send a video, event to send a message, event to follow up, event to get them on a launch. Everything is an event. Get them in the Lifespan Matters. That's why all those tools are there. So you can keep throwing things at people. And then when they don't make it tomorrow night, no biggie. I got the recording. I got you. I can share it, so it's just a matter of having this stuff to drip on people. And you can see with the collagen, we could speed it up with all the collagen pictures in our stories because we're dripping on them every day. That's follow-up. that's just, we're just, hammering them away with all the different, pictures of collagen and stuff. So really, everybody, if the scripts may be a little bit different, if they're already a customer, hey, I know you're loving the collagen, but there's something that can even speed up you reverse aging all over the place, the way you feel, your energy, the way you look. You got to see this. I didn't say anything about the science. I didn't say anything about the word protanum. I didn't say anything about activation. I didn't say anything about oxidative stress. I'm talking about us wanting to feel better, feel like we were in our 30s, a lot more energy, a lot more healthier. Does that interest you? Of course it interests people. You can always use the words, are you open? Nobody's ever going to say that they're not open. I can promise you, I've yet to have the first person that says, no, I'm not open to being younger or feeling better. It doesn't happen. So certain words can make your person agree to do what you want to do. But I mean, I've just been going down my Facebook list, my phone list, and just telling people, get on, because we haven't done this one in a while. So this is very different. But like I said, we've been talking collagen for so long, this will be a good change up there too. So yeah.
And here's, what's going to happen, just so you guys know. Obviously, you've seen the launch the way we normally do it, but what April's going to add to it, she'll go through the Tri-Synergizer and say, you've learned about activation now, and the newest in activation, our newest product is our activated liquid collagen. And she'll just talk on that for a minute, and we'll show 3 or 4, before and after pictures and go into it. So we'll cover both sides of it, but it's going to be mainly the original, one we've been doing. So, and like April said, it makes a lot of sense because hundreds and hundreds of people have gone on the collagen that may not even know the Tri-Synergizer exists, may not even know the business exists. Okay, so it's good timing. It's happening, on the 4th of the month in the beginning. So it'll help create momentum going into the rest of the month. So, we got 24 hours. Let's spend the next 24 hours getting people committed to being on there tomorrow. And there was something else I wanted to say, but what else did we mention before we got on?
We got global coming up.
Anyone got any questions, comments? I'm going to say this one out loud. I am totally expecting Dana. She may have had to leave, but Dana's there. I see her picture. And yeah. Zuma to be in the repeat Pro 5 group at the end of October. Okay, so now that Jay has joined there, Kenneth's been a regular there. There's a couple other people you guys don't know that rejoined, okay, the Pro 5 level based on this month. But for us personally, our second business that we've been building for about a year or so now, we hit Pro 6 for the first time in the second business. So we're very excited over that. And just looking to get that Pro 6 business to a 7. So we have 2 elite businesses. I mean, that's the goal. And all of you advancing through the ranks and building your business is how that's going to happen. So unmute yourself, though, if you got anything to say, contribute. It ain't too late to go to Phoenix. April just asked me if we had another ticket, and we do. So she just gave it to somebody. But, Phoenix ain't out of reach. Especially if somebody's on the West Coast, man, keep trying to get people to Phoenix. But anyone, Zuma, you want to talk? I see you there.
I'm in Puerto Rico.
You're in Puerto Rico?
Yes, I'm in Puerto Rico. I had a great training yesterday with my team.
Cool.
Yes, and right now I was in a training, so that's why I haven't been able to. I log in late, but we have a person that he signed up as a distributor like 1 month ago, and he didn't get it. He didn't get it until I had freezer paper held by a ladder, and I was writing it down, and he went like, so he got a customer.
So much for technology, right?
Today. Yes. So yeah.
Well,
so that's
lucky,
how.
lucky to have you in Puerto Rico.
I prayers to all your people in Puerto Rico. I prayers to everybody in Puerto Rico.
Hello.
Thank you. That's Loida and let me right now. So this is Loida now, and she's driving.
Hi,
Hi.
Hey,
You
hi
can
Lloyd,
hear
how are
her.
you?
I'm good. And you guys, April?
Good, good. Glad you joined
Doing
us.
good, doing good.
Okay.
So yes, we just left Lysandra, and Lysandra's distributor was the one that went. That was a aha moment, and he has 2 people, and he has one for Wednesday distributor. So a customer, I'm sorry, on Wednesday. So I'm excited, and they're excited too. It was nice. So we have breakfast, we had lunch yesterday. It was a great day.
Excellent. And you had a great month last month, and you know, again, you broke a Pro 4, you know, it was with your daughter Siri in the business. That's great. So you get Siri to 5, and that's going to just about put you at 6. You know, that's how it
Talking
works.
about excited, she's beyond excited. You know.
Good. Well, be
Bob,
safe
thank you.
there. We'll see you when you get home. We'll see you in Phoenix.
Oh, there's Fanny, and I have somebody for Phoenix. But I crossing my fingers. Let's see.
Excellent. Who else? Anyone else
Bob.
got anything?
Bob, this is Bill McCulloch, Wild Bill calling from Napa.
Wild Bill, how are you, buddy?
I'm doing good. Do you have any indication whether or not they're going to extend the collagen bucks beyond October?
Right now, it's October 31st. I will give you my guess, okay, because I do not know, but if I were the company, this is what I would do, and this is why I would do it. I would stop it, okay, on October 31st and take a month or 2 off and then come back with it, because if I'm the company, a lot of old people in the business are getting collagen cash off of old people in the business, and they're not bringing in new customers. So the next time I did a collagen cash, I would have, you know, it would be for new customers from that point on. So I do not know. It's right now, it's August 31st. I would say they're definitely stopping it, but I think they will use it as a bonus in the future. You know, maybe Christmas time, maybe Thanksgiving, maybe New Year's, you know, something like that. We'll see it again. It's just, I don't think it's going to continue after the 31st, because they got to stop it and then start fresh.
Gotcha. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. And good job, Bill. I've been texting you. You're doing a good job out there, and praying for you too, buddy.
Thank you. Do appreciate it.
You're welcome. Anyone else? Cheryl, Noel, Allie, anybody? Are we good?
You're good.
Again, folks, let's spend the next 24 hours getting people on tomorrow night. I'm telling you, you get 4, 5, 6 people on tomorrow night, you set the stage to have a good month. And if you take the time to get your team to do it with you, you'll find yourself up late on the 31st, getting orders in and just having a good old time with your business on the last day of the month. So let's start with tomorrow. We know the company's going to do something special at Phoenix. So we're going to have something to run with after we go home from Phoenix. You know that's a given. Okay. I don't know what it is, but they would never have a global event and not offer something up new and special. They just wouldn't do it. So we'll have something. So let's carry the momentum into it so we can just pile on after it. So April, any last thoughts?
I'm good.
All right. Well, we'll see everybody tomorrow night. Hopefully we'll meet some of your guests also. And